Good morning, believers. Good morning, Israel. It's your brother, J.D. Nija, Word of Truth channel. Bible teaching with Jeff Deloach. Holy cow. What a start. What a start. Let me see. It's really bright. It's really bright here in California. Richard Joyce. So I know, let me pray. Heavenly Father, bless the message. Bless my brothers and sisters. Give us peace, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, a fear of you, and a grateful, loving heart. We love you. We honor you. We praise you. Amen. So I know a lot of you like simple Bible teaching. Otherwise, there'd be a lot more people here listening. The Lord is not simple. I'm going to try and remember that for the title. The Lord is not simple. The Lord's not simple. He's not simple. It's not, how's the Bible say it? His ways are higher than your ways. His ways are higher than your ways. What's that mean? His ways are higher than your ways. What does that mean to you? Oh, he's just God and I'm not. No, it doesn't mean he's God and you're not. It means you have ways too. He said his ways are higher than your ways. What does that mean? You have ways, he has ways. Your ways are lower than his ways. You have ways, but why are they so low? Why are your ways so low? Why are his ways higher than your ways? Because he's God and you're not. Yeah, but can you make your ways higher? Can you come out of the low level understanding of God? Can you come out of that? He wants you to understand his ways. What's his ways? What are some of his ways? Peace, love, understanding, wisdom, knowledge, concern for each other, depths of spirituality. His ways are higher than your ways because he understands the things of the Spirit. He understands things of the Spirit. So anyway, Richard Joyce. He went into Proverbs 20 today. And it's about alcohol. His whole message was about, don't be an alcoholic, don't drink too much, alcohol's this and alcohol's that, and people are addicted, and his dad was a heroin addict, and he used to drink, and he used to be on the streets, and he knows alcoholics in his neighborhood that he tries to help, and it all started with Proverbs 20. I'm not going to go there. It just says, Proverbs 21, the first verse. He studies the most He studies the most simplistic, low-level things in the Bible, things that he can understand. I understand addiction. I understand adultery because I used to be an alcoholic adulterer. Yeah. Whatever, dude. A lot of people have, no one's, everyone has ideas of adultery. Everyone has ideas of, everyone's probably been drunk in their life once. Some people have gotten in trouble with alcohol, whatever. But anyway, the beginning of it was, strong drink is a mocker. And so I looked up the reference, and it referenced when Noah came off the boat, off the ark or whatever, they came out of the portal, and he got drunk, and Ham saw him naked in his tent. And so strong drink is a mocker. You can it causes arguments, it causes brawling, it said. And anyone who doesn't know that is a fool, isn't wise. If you don't understand the effects of alcohol, you're a fool. Do I understand the effects of alcohol? I do. I drink beer. I drink beer just about every day. Not every day, but I have a couple beers every day, just about. Some days I have a couple more than a couple more. And it's caused some problems in my life, but Jesus said to enjoy your life. See, when you get around people and they're drinking, you can have some ruckus, arousing conversations, because you can get to know people because their real self comes out. It lowers your inhibitions, right? So you're being yourself. But anyway, in Ecclesiastes, when Jesus was Solomon, he talks a lot about how futile life is. Your life is futile. Your life is vanity. And so when I hear Richard Joyce talk about, oh, you better not do this and you better not do that, and he's a finger pointer. He's a self-righteous dude. I'd rather be wise and have knowledge than be self-righteous. I'm not self-righteous. I don't, and he even said that. It was nice of him. He said, don't be pointing fingers at people, but Richard, if you're not going to point fingers, don't talk about that kind of stuff. Because it's not really biblical. All it said was people that don't know how much of a mocker, how much alcohol could arouse you and make you, what was the word? You can be a brawler. It makes you want to brawl. It makes you obstinate, right? You drink too much, you get ornery. Me, I used to drink and get ornery. I can get set off. And that's why when you're at the bar, you be careful. When you're around other people that are drinking, you be careful about what you say so that you don't offend someone and they get violent. You learn to be polite. You learn to be nice. So let's look at what Solomon says. Let's see what Jesus says about life. See, I'm not a simplistic knucklehead Christian. I'm not a self-righteous person. There's right and there's wrong. And you can't always do right, and you hope that you don't do wrong very often. You can only do the best you can. But your life is meant to be lived. Your life is meant to be lived. And as you live your life, you learn things. And if having a few beers with your friends, especially when you're my age, there's not a lot I really want to do. 65, you can't. I played tennis this morning. I can't play for very long. I'm old. But I played for an hour and it was good. But anyhow, Solomon tells you over and over again in Ecclesiastes, Jesus tells you, enjoy your life because it's futile. And that's what I don't like about Christianity. And that's what a lot of people don't like about Christianity. You guys want to tell everyone what to do. You want to be the gatekeepers. You want to tell everyone, you can't do that if you're a Christian. You can't do that if you're... That's not Jesus. Jesus drank wine plenty of times. They say Jesus' eyes were really red because he drank a lot. But you can't find it in scriptures. But he drank. 2:24. We're in Ecclesiastes, the preacher, the teacher, Jesus, as Solomon, son of David. See, this is the things that are more important. To know that Solomon is Jesus, to know that Proverbs was written by Jesus, to know that Ecclesiastes was written by Jesus, to know that Song of Solomon was written by Jesus. That's way more important than don't be a drunk. Anyway, you can't teach the Bible to people. You don't really want to know the Bible. You want to think that you're good because you're self-righteous, but you're blowing it. Nothing is better. God gives wisdom, knowledge, and joy. So, what do I have? What makes me different than Richard Joyce or Tony Williams or a lot of these Christian pastors, Joel Osterstein or whatever? I know what God wants for me. He wants me to be happy. He wants me to have close relationships with people. He wants me to be myself. He wants me to be myself. And Christianity tells you to be anything, but don't be yourself. You got to be this, and this. Don't be yourself. Don't do it. You be like this. You be like me, or you be like him, or you be like Jesus. What would Jesus do? Jesus would tell you, there is nothing better for a man that he should eat and drink, and that he should make his soul enjoy good in his labor. This also I saw, that it was from the hand of God. For who can eat, and who else can hasten hereunto more than I? What is Solomon saying? Solomon took every drug. Solomon drank every type of wine, every type of spirit. He had every type of woman. He had every type of gold. He had every type of food. He had everything. What's he saying? These are the things that if people really wanted to know the Bible, I would have 10,000 subscribers. But people don't really want to know the Bible, so there's no one here. You got to be up here spiritually. Your waves has to be more like God's ways than man's ways to be on this channel. Because I understand God better than you. or him, or him, or her. Just saying. For who can eat, or who else can hasten hereunto more than I? What is Solomon saying? I've done it all. Why have I done it all? Why? Why do you think I've taken acid? I've tried heroin. I've never put a needle in me, but I've eaten heroin, smoked heroin. I've taken speed. I've taken coke. I've drank tequila, vodka, beer, whiskey. I've had black women. I've had white women. I've had Filipino women. I've had redheaded women. I've had tall women. I've had short women. I've had fat women. I've had thin women. You know why? Because this is my life, nigga. I'm living my life. I'm seeing what the world... I'm just like Jesus when he was Solomon. I want to try it all. I want to see what it's all about. I want to know more than any of you. I know what alcohol tastes like. I know how black women smell. I know how Filipinos are. I know how white women are. I know. For God gives to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy, but to the sinner he gives travail to gather and to heap up. For he may give to him that is good before God, that also is vanity and vexation of spirit. What's he saying? He gives me the ability to see what I enjoy. What do you enjoy, Jeff? Do you enjoy whiskey? No, I don't. Whiskey will make me shit in the morning. Whiskey makes my head hurt. What about vodka? Vodka's pretty good. I could drink some vodka. What about tequila? Oh boy. Tequila tastes good going down, but it gets me kind of riled up. What about beer? Oh, I like Mexican beer. I like Mexican beer. I like German beer. For God gives to a man that is good in his sight, wisdom and knowledge and joy. What has he given me? He's given me wisdom and knowledge and joy. Yeah. But if I was scared of the world, if I was afraid of the world, I would be probably like Richard Joyce. Get married, do some shitty job, never really live my life, raise a couple daughters that are, I'm not going to say what his daughters are like. They're, from what I can tell, I'm not going to say. I don't know. I'm not going to say. Anyhow, there's one example of Jesus telling you, should you really be that worried about, if you're a man, you know what alcohol does to you. The verse that he was talking about is telling you, if you don't know about alcohol, you're not a wise man, is what it really said. Read it. Proverbs 20. Wine is a mocker, and people that don't understand that aren't wise. Do I understand strong drink and wine and spirits are a mocker? I do. And you know what? I learned a lot about watching people drink and talk. I learned a lot about me when I drink and talk. Anyhow, you can't teach the Bible to people. People don't care about the Bible. I'm telling you, people don't care. They just want to hear something soothing. 8:15, face of wisdom. Eat, drink, and be merry. What did Solomon say? Eat, drink, and be merry. Be merry. What's that mean? That means go ahead and get drunk. Have fun. Laugh. Then I commended mirth, because a man has no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry. Mirth. Happiness. Joy. Mirth. What did Jesus say? There's no better thing than to get drunk and be happy with your friends. Did he say that? He did, Richard Joyce. He said, then I commended mirth, because a man has no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry. For that shall abide with him of his labor the days of his life, which God gives him under the sun. When you're here, you're supposed to be enjoying your friends, the beach, the mountains, the trees, the rivers, the children, the old folks, all of it. But you guys, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with the world. Am I that bad? Because I call you knucklehead? You think I'm not right? You think I'm not right? I'm showing you right now how she is so hot. Let's see what it says about mirth. Mirth is joy. Then I commended joy, because a man has no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry. And that's because you labor, you work, and then the fruit of your labors, you get a little wine, you get your woman, you get a little buzzed, you lick a little gash and pound a little. Come on, man. Then I beheld all the works of God, that a man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun, because though a man labor to seek it out, yet he shall not find it. That's what I'm telling you guys. Your ability to understand what I'm saying, and to understand what God's telling you and who he is, it's sophomoric. You're at a low, your ways are low. He shall not find it, yea, farther. Though a wise man think to know it, yet shall he not be able to find it. Richard Joyce thinks he's a good Christian. He thinks he is. 9, 7, and 9. Live joyfully. Go thy way. Remember what we said in the before? God's ways are higher than your ways. What's he say? Go your way. 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 Eat thy bread with joy and drink thy wine with a merry heart. What did Jesus tell you? Drink your wine with a merry heart. Be happy. If it's not making you happy, don't do it. For God now accepts your works. Let thy garments always be white, and let the head lack no ointment. So, is the drinking going to stop me from God? What's it say? Let thy garments be always white. Does drinking keep me from keeping my garments white? No, it helps me keep my garments white. Because I understand wine is a mocker. It's designed to make you joyful, merry. Richard Joyce, Whatever, bro. This, you got to read Ecclesiastes once in a while, people. That's a message for today. Don't let anyone tell you what to do with your life. Don't let some dumb Christian tell you what you need to do with your life. You need to go your way. JD Niger, Word of Truth. I'm out.